Hey everyone, welcome back to my All Old Rare Coins channel. Today, we have something truly exciting for all coin collectors and treasure hunters out there. We're diving deep into a remarkable discovery, an ordinary-looking quarter that could be worth a fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1970 D Liberty $quarter coin. What makes it so special? Why is it so valuable? And most importantly, could you have one hiding in your pocket change? Stick around till the end, and you might just become the next lucky collector. The Liberty $quarter, also known as the Washington quarter, has been a staple of U.S. currency for decades. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, this coin has undergone several design changes over the years. But the 1970 D quarter holds a unique place in numismatic history, one that makes it stand out from the rest. The D mint mark indicates that these quarters were minted at the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities producing U.S. coins. While millions of these quarters were made, only a handful of rare error coins slipped through the cracks, making them incredibly valuable today. So, what's the big deal about this quarter? At first glance, it may look like any other pocket change, but a few key factors contribute to its high value. One of the major reasons this coin is so sought after is due to minting errors. Some of these quarters were mistakenly struck on silver planchets instead of the standard copper-nickel clad composition. This error makes them much rarer than regular quarters. Additionally, collectors have discovered that some of these coins were struck over a 1941 Canadian quarter, meaning you can sometimes see remnants of the older design beneath the Washington portrait. This type of minting anomaly is what drives collectors wild. Look for the D mint mark right below Washington's ponytail. Weigh the coin. A standard clad quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, while a silver error quarter will weigh slightly more due to its metal content. Examine the details carefully, especially under magnification, to spot any doubling, overstrikes, or other unusual features. It's always best to have your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, as they can determine its true rarity and value. While a regular 1970 D quarter is worth only face value, the rare error varieties have been auctioned for astonishing amounts. In top condition, this special quarter has fetched an incredible $85,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, one little quarter could be worth more than a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house. Now, we have an incredible story that could turn your pocket change into a fortune. We're talking about a simple-looking quarter from 1971, one that could be worth thousands of dollars. That's right, the 1971 D Liberty $quarter is no ordinary coin, and if you have one, you might be holding onto a hidden jackpot. Stay with me until the end of this video to find out exactly why this coin is so valuable and how much it could be worth. The history behind the 1971 D Liberty quarter. The Washington quarter has been an essential part of U.S. currency since 1932, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. By 1971, millions of these quarters were in circulation, but something unusual happened that year at the Denver Mint, errors that would later make certain quarters extremely valuable. The D mint mark indicates that these quarters were minted in Denver, and while most 1971 D quarters are only worth face value, a select few are now considered numismatic treasures. What makes them special? That's where things get interesting. Why is the 1971 D quarter so valuable? At first glance, the 1971 D quarter might not seem like anything special. But there's more than meets the eye. Several factors contribute to its astonishing value in the collector's market. One of the most significant reasons for its rarity is minting errors. Some of these quarters were mistakenly struck on 40% silver planchets, which were intended for Eisenhower dollars rather than quarters. Since quarters were supposed to be made from a copper-nickel clad composition by 1971, any that contain silver are an extreme rarity. Additionally, some 1971 D quarters display double die errors, where the design appears slightly doubled due to misalignment during the minting process. This error creates a distinct and collectible variation of the coin. Another key feature is off-center strikes, where the coin was not properly aligned during the minting process, leaving part of the design missing or shifted. The more extreme the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. How to identify a rare 1971 D quarter? If you're wondering whether you have a valuable 1971 D quarter in your collection, here's what you need to look for. Check the mint mark. The D mint mark should be located just below Washington's ponytail. Weigh the coin. A regular 1971 D quarter should weigh around 5.67 grams. But if it was struck on a 40% silver planchet, it will weigh slightly more. A precise digital scale can help you determine this. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect the coin for doubling on the text or portrait, off-center strikes, or unusual textures that indicate a minting anomaly. If you think you have a rare error coin, it's best to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can verify its rarity and assign it a grade, which determines its market value. The shocking value of this quarter. Now, let's talk about the moment you've been waiting for. How much is this rare 1971 D quarter actually worth? While most 1971 D quarters are worth only their face value, some rare error coins have been sold at auctions for incredible amounts. In pristine condition and with the right error, this coin has reached an astonishing $69,000 in value. That's right, just one small quarter could be worth as much as a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house. Next, we're diving into an incredible discovery, an ordinary-looking quarter from 1990 that could be worth a fortune. Yes, you heard that right. The 1990 P Liberty quarter dollar might just be hiding in your pocket change, and if you find the right one, it could fetch you an astonishing amount of money. Make sure to watch this video until the end because we're going to reveal exactly what makes this coin so valuable and how much it could be worth. A brief history of the 1990 P Liberty quarter. The Washington quarter has been a part of American currency since 1932, initially introduced to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the decades, it has undergone several modifications, but one thing remains the same. Certain rare versions of this coin have become highly sought after by collectors. The 1990 P quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, a few rare and unique pieces emerged due to minting errors. These rare quarters have caught the attention of numismatists, turning them into some of the most valuable modern coins. What makes the 1990 P quarter valuable? Now, you might be wondering, what makes this specific quarter stand out? After all, it looks just like any other Washington quarter, right? Well, the value of this coin comes down to a few key factors, including minting errors, condition, and rarity. One of the most significant reasons why certain 1990 P quarters are worth big money is due to striking errors. Some of these coins were mistakenly struck on experimental planchets, making them different from regular quarters in terms of weight and metal composition. Another rare error found on some 1990 P quarters is double die obverse, DDO, which means the design was accidentally stamped twice, creating a slight but noticeable doubling effect. This can be seen on Washington's profile, the inscriptions "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," and even the year 1990. If you spot this doubling, you might just have a valuable coin. Additionally, some quarters were struck off-center or even without a mint mark, making them even rarer. The more extreme the error, the more valuable the coin becomes in the collector's market. How to identify a rare 1990 P quarter? If you think you might have a valuable 1990 P quarter, here's how you can check. Examine the mint mark. The P mint mark should be located just below Washington's ponytail. If the mint mark is missing or misplaced, that's a sign of a rare error. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect the text and Washington's face for any signs of doubling. Check the weight. A regular 1990 P quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. If your quarter is significantly different in weight, it could be an error coin. Inspect for off-center strikes. If the design is misaligned, with part of it missing or shifted, you could have an extremely valuable variety. If you believe you have a rare coin, consider sending it to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. They will authenticate and grade your coin, which can help determine its exact value. How much is the 1990p quarter worth? Now, the part you've been waiting for: how much can this quarter actually be worth? While most 1990p quarters are only worth their face value, certain rare varieties with errors and in top condition have been sold at auctions for jaw-dropping amounts. Some of these quarters, in pristine condition and with rare minting errors, have fetched an incredible $41,000 in the numismatic market. Yes, you heard that right, just one little quarter could be worth more than a brand new car or even a down payment on a house. Now, we're diving into an exciting discovery that could turn your spare change into a small fortune. We're talking about a coin that millions of people have overlooked, the 1974 U.S. Liberty quarter dollar. But what if I told you that some of these seemingly ordinary quarters are worth thousands of dollars? That's right. Stay with me until the end of this video because we'll uncover why this coin is so special, how to identify the rare ones, and just how much money it could fetch you. A brief history of the 1974 Liberty quarter. The Washington quarter has been a part of American currency since 1932, originally minted to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1974, the U.S. Mint had already produced billions of these coins, making them one of the most widely circulated denominations. However, among the millions of 1974 quarters, a few rare and valuable varieties exist, hidden treasures that most people don't even realize they have. The 1974 quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, No Mintmark; Denver, D Mintmark; and San Francisco, S Mintmark, mainly for proof sets. While most of these quarters are worth only face value, certain rare errors and high-grade versions have become highly desirable among collectors. Why is the 1974 quarter valuable? Now, what makes the 1974 Liberty quarter so special? After all, it looks just like any other quarter, right? Well, the answer lies in a few key factors: minting errors, condition, and rarity. One of the biggest reasons why some 1974 quarters are worth big money is due to minting errors. Some of these quarters were mistakenly struck on 40% silver planchets, the same planchets used for Eisenhower dollars at the time. Since quarters were supposed to be made of copper-nickel clad by 1974, any 1974 quarter struck on a silver planchet is an extreme rarity. Another rare error found on some 1974 quarters is the double die obverse, DDO. This happens when the design is stamped twice, creating a slight but noticeable doubling effect. If you notice doubling on the text, Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the year, 1974, you might be holding onto a highly valuable coin. Some quarters also have off-center strikes, meaning the design is misaligned or missing parts of the edge. The more extreme the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. How to identify a rare 1974 quarter? If you think you might have a valuable 1974 quarter, here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. If your quarter has a D or S mint mark, it was minted in Denver or San Francisco. If there's no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. Examine the weight. A regular 1974 quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. However, if your coin was struck on a silver planchet, it will weigh slightly more, around 6.25 grams. A small scale can help determine this. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect the text and Washington's face for any doubling. Inspect for off-center strikes. If the design is shifted or missing details along the edge, it could be an error coin. If you believe you have a rare coin, it's always best to have it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. A high-grade error coin can increase in value significantly. How much is a 1974 quarter worth? Now, the moment you've been waiting for: how much money could a rare 1974 quarter bring? While most 1974 quarters are only worth their face value, certain error coins and high-grade examples have been sold at auctions for jaw-dropping amounts. In top condition, with rare minting errors, this quarter has been known to sell for an incredible $62,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single quarter could be worth more than a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. Next, specially finding a simple quarter in your pocket. one that looks just like any other, but what if I told you that a rare version of the 1988 Liberty quarter dollar could be worth a fortune? That's right. Some of these coins are so rare and valuable that they have fetched thousands of dollars at auction. Stay with me until the end of this video as we explore the hidden secrets of this coin, how to identify the valuable ones, and exactly how much they could be worth. A brief history of the 1988 Liberty quarter. The Washington quarter has been a crucial part of U.S. currency since 1932, originally introduced to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1988, millions of these quarters were being minted across the country, with the Denver Mint producing those marked with a D mint mark. At first glance, the 1988 quarter might seem like just another coin in your pocket, but what many people don't realize is that a few of these coins were struck with rare errors and variations that make them highly sought after by collectors today. Some of these coins, if found in the right condition, could be worth thousands. What makes the 1988 quarter valuable? Now, you might be wondering, what exactly makes this coin stand out? Why are some of these quarters worth far more than just 25 cents? Well, the answer lies in minting errors, rarity, and condition. One of the most significant reasons some 1988 quarters are so valuable is due to striking errors. Some of these coins were mistakenly struck on silver planchets, which were not supposed to be used for quarters in 1988. Since quarters were made from copper-nickel-clad metal at this time, any quarter struck on a silver planchet is an extremely rare mistake. Another highly sought-after error is the double die obverse, DDO, where the coin's design was imprinted twice, causing a noticeable doubling effect. If you notice doubling on the words, Liberty, In God We Trust, or even Washington's profile, you might be holding a valuable coin. Additionally, some 1988 quarters feature off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, making parts of the coin's edge look blank or shifted. The more extreme the error, the rarer, and more valuable, the coin becomes. How to identify a rare 1988 quarter? If you're wondering whether you might have a rare 1988 quarter, here's what to check. Look for the mint mark. The D mint mark should be located below Washington's ponytail. If it appears misplaced, faint, or missing, this could indicate a rare variation. Check the weight. A standard 1988 quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If your coin weighs closer to 6.25 grams, it may have been struck on a silver planchet, making it extremely valuable. Examine for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect the text and image. If you notice any doubling on the lettering or Washington's face, this could be a double die variety. Look for off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing or shifted toward one side, you may have a rare mint error. The more extreme the off-center strike, the higher the value. If you suspect that your quarter might be rare, the best thing to do is get it authenticated and graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin in high condition can sell for far more than an ungraded one. How much is the 1988 quarter worth? Now, let's get to the most exciting part. How much can this quarter actually be worth? While most 1988 quarters are worth their face value, certain rare error coins and high-grade versions have been known to sell for astonishing amounts. If you happen to have the right coin in mint condition with one of these rare errors, it could be worth as much as $76,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 25-cent coin could be worth as much as a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. That's why it's always a good idea to check your change. You never know what treasures you might find. So, the next time you come across a 1988 quarter, don't just spend it without a second thought. Take a closer look, inspect the details, and who knows, you might be holding a rare and valuable coin that could change your life. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Thanks for watching, and as always, happy coin hunting.